Hello, 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 everybody. It is Wednesday, and I'm excited for today's show. Thank you all again for tuning in. Please like, share. We have a really great show today. It is Prematurity Awareness Month, and my guest has an amazing story, an amazing organization. I can't wait for her to share with you. But this is actually her grandmother who gave her a quote that she really loves and lives by here. Nothing stays the same, which is very, very true. As we all know, things are different now than they were a couple years ago. But again, we're going to have a great discussion. Can't wait to introduce you to my friend. And yeah, again, thanks everyone for watching. Again, share, 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 comment, like, ask questions. We like to make this show as engaging as possible. So thanks for tuning in to another Zoom In with Zach. Let's go. Awesome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Zoom In with Zach. I believe this is episode 26, so we're getting up there. And I almost thought I was bringing you the first person that I met during the pandemic. She's actually the second. But this is a new friend of mine who one of my past guests, the wonderful Ashley Owens, introduced me to. And we hit it off. We had an initial meeting, and I was like, all right, we're going to be tight, and we think alike in terms of our desire to help others. So super, super excited to introduce you all to my friend, Miss Martha Sharkey. Martha, how are you?
I'm doing great, Zach. How are you doing today? Happy
I'm,
Wednesday.
I'm doing well. I'm doing fantastic. And tell me a little bit about Nan.
Oh, my
Nan.
Nan, she was my be all and end all. I tell you, she had a nice long life. She lived until 94. She taught us a lot of lessons while our daughter Claire did meet my Nan. Our daughter Martha Rose, who is named after her, did not get to meet her, but she knows her well enough because we talk about her, I think, every day.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
That's so great. So again, folks, super excited to introduce you to Martha. Martha is amazing. She's actually the founder and CEO of Today is a Good Day. I'm gonna have her give you the rundown and details of her organization. But just an awesome person who I've had a chance to meet and grow with, and I'm looking forward to all of my LinkedIn connections to get to meet you, Martha. So, Martha, tell me a little bit about Today is a Good Day.
Well, first off, Zach, thanks so much for having me on Zooming with Zach today. Really appreciate it.
Sure.
Today is a Good Day was founded out of our family's personal experience. We found out that we were expecting welcoming identical twin girls. It was 2010. Our daughters were due in March of 2011. And it was actually yesterday, November 9th of 2010, where something didn't feel right. Went in to make sure all was okay, and that was the first day that our lives changed forever. I was put in on bed rest at just 23 weeks and 0 days, with big plans of making it through the Thanksgiving holiday, through the holiday season, into the new year, celebrating the new year in that hospital room when I was put on bed rest, because our daughters weren't due for several more months. And that is not how our story went. And you can share the image that you have here of Mary and Claire, but our daughters arrived just 5 days later at 23 weeks and 5 days. Our
Mm.
daughter Claire was a pound two when she was born. Mary was a pound four. Claire later dropped to 15 ounces, which is actually the photo that you see here on the right. That is my hand next to Claire. And we were launched into the overwhelming, unknown, isolating world of the neonatal intensive care unit. We knew no one in our network who had experienced the NICU. Our daughter, Mary, who was our stronger twin at birth, was only with us for 14 days before earning her wings. And Claire continued to fight day by day, hour by hour. She ended up coming home with us after 103 days in the NICU. And it was during that extended stay that we recognized this gap in care for parents and families trying to navigate the NICU. So we founded Today is a Good Day to try and give back. And I know that's important to you. It's important to our family. So we have been able to create our organization and now serve as the CEO and the founder of it. And we've been able to grow over the past number of years. But I do have to share, Claire will turn 11 on Sunday. So you can share that photo of Claire. This was
Yeah.
the first time my husband, Paul, held her in the NICU. It was several weeks after she was born. She was just hovering around a pound in that photo. And
Mm.
here is Claire on her first day of 5th grade this year. So
Wow.
we've come a long way.
Wow. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. And you said she's about to turn how old?
11 on Sunday.
Wow, that's
Yes.
super great, and
Yeah.
I'm happy for you and happy
Thank
for
you.
her for sure. So today is a good day. So you're making life easier for folks who are dealing with some of the same situations that you've been through. What are some of the means you go about doing that?
Yes, I mean, when we were in the NICU, we really recognized this gap in care around resources, around connecting with other families. That was so important to us. We were given a lot of paperwork, which we promptly put someplace, and I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
we never read, but it was making that personal connections with families. And one of the moments that sticks with us all the time is one week into our NICU stay, a mom had come in with her son to host a pizza lunch. And we got to meet a former 23 weeker who was doing really well. I still remember he was sitting across the table from us playing on his mother's iPhone.
Mm.
That little boy gave us so much hope and inspiration. 1 week later, Mary had passed away. And every day, Paul and I said to each other, Sam Muscatello was successful. Claire can be successful. And it was those moments of meeting other parents who had navigated the journey, who helped me understand, who helped Paul understand that we weren't alone going through it. And that's what we wanted to help create. So we give care packages to families that have a journal, a copy of On the Night You Were Born, bonding squares. We have one day at a time bracelets. My girlfriend gave me the original one day at a time bracelet about 3 weeks into our NICU journey, a water bottle, and everything says congratulations, because when you're in the NICU, many people say, I'm sorry. They don't know what to say. And we want to say congratulations, because a birth should be celebrated no matter the circumstances.
Wow, wow, that's beautiful. That's awesome. And one question I have about Claire too. I'm curious. Having gone through that now, she's 11. Are there still any health concerns, or were there any long lasting issues that came out of that ordeal?
Well, thanks for asking that. I mean, we talk about it a lot with families. We've built this network to connect with families post NICU, and we talk a lot about chunks of time. So the NICU was a chunk of time.
Mhm.
Early intervention, Claire's first 3 years of life, was a chunk of time where we took advantage of resources that were in Montgomery County, where we're located, to be able to come in and help us work with Claire to help her get stronger, to teach her how to crawl, to teach her how to sit up. Simple things that many times full-term babies can do easily. And her being so born so prematurely, we really had to work with her to teach her how to drink out of a straw, or to sit up and pull herself up, or go upstairs.
Right.
So we had early intervention. She has been in and out of TheraPlay for many years, and we're just always on top of it. And we talk to families about that frequently, that each chapter might look different, but we all advocate so much for our babies, whether they're born full term, whether they spend time in the NICU, just to help them be as successful as possible. So Claire still works extra hard. She has a tutor. She has some therapies that she goes to, and she continues to defy the odds every day.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Is there anything else that you guys are doing? Any events you have coming up in relation to your organization?
Yes, we have a lot of events coming up, and I did want to touch on some of the other programs that we offer for the
Mhm.
hospital partners that we work with. We provide direct financial support to families through the hospital partners we work with, where we'll help with some of the car seats and pack and plays, and groceries and Uber ride sharing gift cards or SEPTA passes to help families get to and from the NICUs. And then, just like we met Sam, we currently host virtual Navigate the NICU sessions. So we have an incredible team of volunteers who speak with families and talk to them and say, hey, I've been in your shoes. I've been there. I get it. Let's talk about it. How are you feeling right now? And so all of our fundraisers that we host really help to support all of those initiatives that we offer to families. We have one of my favorite events coming up this Sunday. It is our Today is a Good Day family brunch. We have hosted this for 5 years as a part of the family brunch. And of course, this year it's virtual. We typically have about 400 people with 100 children who attend. With the family brunch, we host an annual Thanksgiving meal project. And I am so excited to share, we are on track to deliver over 100 Thanksgiving meals to not only our partners here in the greater Philadelphia region, extending into Delaware and New Jersey, but also two of our hospital partners who are located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and also Kalamazoo, Michigan. So we are
Wow.
delivering Thanksgiving meals to families navigating the NICU this holiday season. It's pretty exciting.
That is so awesome and a great impact that you're making. That's awesome. So I was going to ask you this too, which I think you kind of mentioned a little bit of it in terms of some of the things that you need or some of the donations. Is there anything else you need outside of donations, or is that the biggest way people can help is by donating?
There are so many ways for people to get involved. And we talked about this during our initial conversation, just giving
Mhm.
back, finding the way that works for you. I'm proud to say we have a team of volunteers, probably over 50 core volunteers who help in all different ways, from one of our 7 subcommittees within our organization to being on site here, helping to fill care packages, helping in the office with mailers and any projects that we have going on. Also helping to deliver the 100 family brunch boxes that are sitting in front of me right now this week ahead of the brunch on Sunday. But there are great opportunities to get involved with Today is a Good Day. And I would say if you've experienced the NICU, we want to connect with you because there are opportunities to share your family's
Mhm.
personal story. We launched a podcast during the pandemic. We are getting ready to launch our 3rd season this fall. It will be coming out, but sharing personal stories is so important to us, just like it's important to you, Zach, right? With all of these
Mhm.
conversations that you have.
Right, right. The people's experiences and stories, they have such value and can help people who haven't been there yet. So
Yes.
I'm a big advocate of folks sharing and talking, and it's not always easy. Not everyone can do
No.
it, and that's understandable. But for those who can, it's very beneficial to have that. So thank you again, for giving us the down low on Today is a Good
Yes.
Day, and all my LinkedIn viewers, other than continuing to share and whatnot, reach out to Martha, connect with her. If you're looking for places to volunteer your time or to donate to, definitely consider Today is a Good Day. Now we gotta let the people get to know you a little bit more, Martha. So
Yes.
it's that time. It's time for the 3 random
Oh,
questions.
yes.
3 randoms.
No.
So I need you to give me a 3-digit number. None of the numbers can be the same. Zero is also in play. So whatever number you
Oh,
can come up with.
0 is also in play.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with 156. How about that?
Solid number.
All right.
A
All right.
solid
I like
number.
it.
So let's go to question number 1. You hit the lottery and you win $100,000. How are you spending it? And
Ugh,
you cannot give it away or
what?
donate it.
I can't give it away or donate it?
Nope, this money is not being given away or donate. Now, it doesn't mean it can't impact your organization, but you're not giving it away or donating.
Oh, gosh. I think I'd build a fund where I can get funds that I would give away and donate. Am I allowed to do that? Can I think
Nope,
creatively around?
no loopholes. We're not loopholing on
No
this show.
loopholes. Come on, Zach. Come on. Oh gosh, how am I spending it? Well, gosh, I think that I would probably take that funding, support family members who might need it, support our. I'd figure out a way to support the organization and to support other families. I'm not sure how I'd be able to get around that loophole, but I
I
think
got
I'd
an
have to
idea.
do that. Yeah.
I got an idea. So, what if part of you made a branch of your organization? That money goes into that branch, and what it does is it provides like a date night or like a night out for parents
Yes.
with kids in the NICU. So nice 5-star restaurants. It's a nice little bill. It's going to be. So I don't know how many families you get out of that 100K, but just something nice you can do for families. And I think the tough part is what families get it and who doesn't, because it don't last forever. So
No.
you got to
But
figure
that's
that part out.
I mean, thinking outside the box and thinking of ways, it is those personal connections. We talk a lot about going out. My husband and I went out to dinner with friends we made in the NICU at least once a week. And those times meant the world to us. I mean, we never would have crossed paths with the family we became friends with if it
Mhm.
hadn't been for the NICU experience that we shared. They also lost a daughter. Our surviving daughters graduated a day apart from the NICU. So creating those opportunities. But yes, any way that I can use that $100,000 to help impact other families is my first step.
Awesome. Question number 5. Yep, you were 156. So here goes number 5. If you could go back to your first days as a business professional or running a nonprofit and give your old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
I think that is a great question. I believe, and Zach, I'm not sure if you feel the same, but sometimes I feel like we can get caught up in all the day to day of what we're trying to accomplish and
Hmm.
get caught up in, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decisions? Am I doing the best that I can to help others and to do the work we need to do? And I literally just stopped myself the other day. I was just talking to someone about this, to stop and say, at the end of the day, everything that you are doing is meant to be done with the best intentions. And coming back to reminding myself about that, the reason that we started Today is a Good Day is to help others and to continue to serve as many families experiencing the NICU as possible. So I oftentimes stop myself and say, just remember, best intentions to serve as many NICU families as possible.
Beautiful. Awesome, awesome. And the last question you
Oh,
have is
they're tough
6.
ones, Zach.
This is one of my favorite questions. What skill set did you gain or improve during the quarantine?
Oh, where do you start? Do you get to answer this one then? Because I want to hear from you
I'll,
what your
my
answers
my
are.
answer is what we're doing right now. This,
Yes.
this show was my gained skill over quarantine.
Yes, I would say all of us learn to pivot very quickly.
Hmm.
And for us in the nonprofit sector and figuring out how we continue to serve families, how we continue to raise funds to support the mission of Today is a Good Day, we pivoted very quickly to virtual fundraisers, which I have to tell you is very exciting, and trying to continue to think outside the box on how to create virtual, fun, interesting events, which included for us a beer tasting with one of 19 master cicerones in the world for our annual Pints for Preemies. We hosted a pancake virtual brunch for our family brunch. We're doing kitchen science on Sunday with a children's entertainer who is going to come in and virtually host that. So I think for us, it was really thinking, how can we engage with our audience? How can we support our families that we want to support? And also creating programs that we probably wouldn't have done otherwise. My husband started a NICU dads group that meets now every other month virtually. We probably wouldn't have done that before the pandemic or thought about that. We also host weekly Navigate the NICU sessions virtually. Again, that is something that we may continue even when we can go back into the NICU,
Right.
just as an opportunity for families to have another touch point where they can connect with other families. So I
Hmm.
think it taught all of us these new ways that we can interact with friends. Zach, you and I might not have met in the same way, right? And
Right.
so we've met new people and made new connections just in really new and unique ways.
So awesome. So awesome. Thank you so much for sharing about Today is a Good Day. I wish you all the best as you continue to grow and help more people. I hope this organization becomes a nationally recognized organization and provide some assistance to families in need everywhere. So I truly
Thank you.
hope that for you. To all the folks who are watching, even if you're watching after we're live, please like, comment, share. I'm sure Martha would happy to chat with any of you if you have questions or anything along those lines. I want to give a big thank you to my show partners, the Demystifying Diversity podcast, who just started season 2. And I believe both the first 2 episodes are about Indigenous resilience and culture. And this is Indigenous History Month. So definitely check that out. And of course, Navitas Marketing for all your websites and branding needs. Give me a call for either of those because I work with both companies. But I'm going to leave it to Martha to close the show. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the work you do. And I will see you all on the next episode of Zoom In with Zach.
Well, Zach, thank you for all you do as well, and would love to connect to any listeners and viewers here who have a personal connection to the NICU, who just want to get involved and give back, or maybe looking for some team building opportunities for your team members who are going back into the office or still working to connect virtually. Get in touch. We have lots of opportunities and love to make new connections. Todayisagooddday.org.